New in from Fuel for Spring/Summer 2020, we have the Fuel Greasy Collection Aramid Armoured Denim Jacket. What a catchy name. This is something at least that describes what it does very articulately, which is that this is a level 2 CE-approved single layered denim jacket. The name Greasy is a little bit of a curveball because it makes you think perhaps this has some kind of wax coating or something like some of the previous Fuel trousers have done in the past. It doesn't, it's very much just a denim. It's single layered, which is something that is kind of the ultimate when it comes to urban riding gear, because we want this gear, particularly this outerwear style gear, to look as much like our regular day-to-day wear as possible so that we can wear it on and off the bike, still have the protection, but still have the comfort, etc., etc. Single layer is obviously most like what we would normally have with just that regular cotton denim single layered outer that we wear just off the bike. And then this one has the Kevlar sort of Aramid blended fibre woven into this cotton outer layer. And that's why under the studio lights, you can see this very partial kind of yellowish hue coming through from some of the weave. That's this Aramid fibre layer. However, under normal lighting conditions, it doesn't show up. It just looks like a slightly sort of washed denim effect, and it tones in nicely with the offset contrast stitching as well. This is designed, the part of the name that Greasy really harks to the look of the jacket. And this is based upon the miner and railway worker jackets from the 1920s. So if you want to look like a working class hero, this is definitely the piece of gear for you. And there are 2 associated denim trousers as well to choose from in this Greasy collection. This comes included as well at the price of $209 with a full set of level 2 CE approved armour in the elbows, shoulders and back, and that is all removable. The price I think is actually very fair for a Fuel garment, especially as it is also AA rated, as I mentioned before. This is a very high standard of certification for safety in terms of abrasion and impact protection in accordance with the latest levels of CE approval. And it's quite impressive given that this is single layered and given that it's not a more expensive Dyneema-like single layer. This is a cotton blend Aramid. So it's something that is going to feel comfortable. It's going to look as much like regular cotton denim as possible because it is partially that, and it's still yet achieved that very high level of certification. In terms of the other features, there's not lots going on. So in terms of things like weatherproofing, forget about it. This is about the jacket just being something really functional for this spring, summer. Because it's single layered, it doesn't have a thermal liner, anything like that. It's just one lightweight layer. And it does have a few storage options. You've got this slightly sort of hidden slanted waist pocket access either side. And then you've got a vertically accessed YKK zip with this overlay flap of the cotton just concealing it slightly. You also got an overlay pocket with this double snapper there. Fuel logo with a little leather patch on the lower part around the waist. An overlay flap for the front central zipper with this sort of triangular diagonal stitching, just giving it a nice look, I think. And then as you go around the back, you see that you've got a good drop to this. I always find this really useful as a practical feature. In terms of the cut of the jacket, although it's got that 1920s look, you may think therefore it's designed to be quite baggy, puffy, like I would have imagined them to fit. However, the tailoring is more modern, so it's a slightly retro look with more modern tailoring, which I think is a good blend of those two things. And the sizing is true to the size guide, it's straightforward. So I am 6'2" with just under a 42-inch chest, and according to the size guide, large is a 42, and that's spot on. Here I am in the large. Fits me really nicely, even with the armour in it. It doesn't make too much difference, despite all being level 2. I was expecting actually it to become quite constrictive. There's a minor pinch point across the back of the shoulders with it all in, but this will loosen up in time. This is something that you can expect to fit really nicely straight out of the box. Lovely tailoring. I think Fuel have done a great job with it. So as we go underneath that zip on the outside that I mentioned, you've just got this single YKK zipper. Little adjustment points for the collar, one of 2 options. Same goes for the lower part on the waist, just around that rear 3/4 section, so you can pin that in slightly either side. You've got this nice sort of striped effect, again going back to that 1920s look, which is nice, and you've also got this Velcro closure, little access pocket with a little pull tab there as well. That's just the only option for storage, but one on either side. There's no other zipped pockets or anything like that. So pretty simple, pretty clean, and really a piece of gear that for the money and for the spec has quite a lot on offer with that AA level of certification, I think making it a very interesting product for someone wanting a denim single layer jacket for this spring summer season. Let us know what you think. What do you think in terms of the look? Any questions or comments, anything I may have overlooked, do leave that in the section below. And stay tuned for more video reviews of the world's finest riding gear. We hope you're staying safe out there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.